I'm guessing you are having many things on your to-do list that stress you out. And I'm also guessing you're sometimes finding it hard to prioritize between them. Well, today, let me help you with that. We're going to take another look at the famous Eisenhower Matrix, and I'm going to teach you to apply it right so that you know exactly what to prioritize in your daily work. Hello, startup founders. I'm guessing you are having many things on your to-do list that stress you out. And I'm also guessing you're sometimes finding it hard to prioritize between them. Well, today, let me help you with that. We're going to take another look at the famous Eisenhower Matrix, and I'm going to teach you to apply it right so that you know exactly what to prioritize in your daily work. I'm Roland Siebelink. I'm a scale-up ally for tech founders, which means I help founders and CEOs keep growing their companies while also keeping their culture. Now, the Eisenhower Matrix was developed a long time ago when Eisenhower was a general, and afterwards when he was a president. He had in his executive function so many to-dos to worry about that he had to find a method to prioritize what was most important. And in order to do that, he realized our brain often tricks us in thinking that urgent things are actually important things. Distinguishing between those is the very core of this famous Eisenhower Matrix. So Eisenhower suggests to have one dimension that says what is important, what is not important on the vertical dimension, and then on the horizontal dimension to distinguish between urgent and not urgent. Now, the tasks that are both important and urgent, of course, need to be done right away. We call those crisis tasks. If they are important but not urgent, that's where we should focus more of our time. We call that proactive, and Eisenhower suggests to schedule these for a time when you get to them. What you should focus less of your time on is the stuff that is urgent but not important. I call these popular tasks. Make yourself popular with everyone else, but not actually serving your own goals. And then, of course, quadrant 4, which is the waste tasks, the tasks that are neither urgent nor important. Everyone asks, why would I even think about doing that? But if you spend too much time on Facebook or any other social medium, or gaming, or the water cooler, or watching TV, watching Netflix, then you can imagine that there is indeed some time that we spend on wasteful tasks. Now, what makes this matrix so difficult to apply? It's that same core problem. People find it hard to distinguish between what is important and what is urgent. So I decided to add a little twist to predefine for people what is important and what is urgent. On the important side, let's define important as something that serves your goals. To be more precise, something that serves your next quarterly goals. Could be quarterly rocks, could be quarterly OKRs, whatever goals you've set yourself. I'm just assuming you've been diligent enough to set yourself maximum 5. Anything that serves one of these 5 goals is an important task. Anything that doesn't is not an important task. Very simple, right? Now, on the urgent side, what does urgent mean? I don't like to define urgent in terms of is somebody asking me for it, because that's a very tricky thing for our brain. Our brain should be taught not to only listen to what are other people asking for, but think of it in its own urgency terms. If something is urgent, to me it means I would regret the missed opportunity if I didn't follow up on it. If I would not regret the missed opportunity, I don't find it urgent. For example, answering to that Facebook post. If I don't do it today, then of course there's no point in doing it tomorrow. But would I regret the missed opportunity? I guess not, so it's not really urgent. That's why it probably fits in that waste bucket. So this is how we go about it. Before even filling anything out in this particular decision sheet, start with a separate piece of paper and list all the to-dos from the top of your head that stress you out. Don't look at your to-do list, just list from the top of your head what stresses you out. And most people will spontaneously come up with 10 to 20 tasks. Okay, now put that sheet aside, and in quadrant B, list your top 5 rocks or OKRs or goals as you've previously defined. We've already mentioned don't have more than 5, otherwise you're doing something wrong with your prioritization. Step C. In that other quadrant below, list all the other projects or goals that are not in your top 5. So anything else that's come up, something more urgent, a personal thing that may have not been in your goals, needs to go there. Step D. Now copy from your separate piece of paper each to-do from that list into the right quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4 on the right. Is it truly urgent and truly important in the sense that you would regret the missed opportunity and you would miss serving your quarterly rocks? Then it's a crisis to do. If you would not regret the missed opportunity, but it would still serve your rocks, then it would be a proactive task, so quadrant 2. If you would regret the missed opportunity, but it's not serving your goals, then think of it as quadrant 3. And if finally you wouldn't really regret the missed opportunity, neither would you fail to serve any of your key goals, then it's a waste task and you can put it in there. Prioritize 1. In other words, focus on the crisis tasks first. Those are the ones that need resolution right now. Schedule number 2 in your calendar, hopefully soon enough, so that you get to it and don't forget to follow up on them. Minimize the tasks that are in quadrant 3. They are popular. That means you probably want to do some things, like your boss is asking for something, but try to do the minimum possible in order to get it done without getting more and more questions about it. Sometimes it's good to do something in a minimal fashion so that there's no questions asked. And finally, number 4 should be clear, stop these altogether. If you're worried that you don't have time for relaxation, well, actually relaxation should be a proactive task, right? But then think of true relaxation. Don't be hanging around on Facebook or be binge watching on Netflix, but think of healthy relaxation, such as going for a run or maybe sleeping more. Those things would certainly fit for me in the proactive quadrant. So this is how you can reduce a list of 10 to 20 tasks that stress you out into what are the true crisis tasks that need attending now, what are the things you can schedule and get to later, what are the popular tasks that you should absolutely minimize, and what are the wasteful tasks that really, when you think about it, do not serve any purpose. My name is Roland Siebelink, I'm Scale Up Ally for Tech Founders, and I hope this has served you well. There are many more tools available and decision sheets on our website, so please go there or follow us on social media. Thank you and talk soon.